Hello, everybody. Welcome to FiestaWatch, episode 10 of season 2, I'm assuming. We are live from the internet. I am Noah Waltzer, joined as always by Wyatt Donigan. Wyatt, we're almost done with League of Legends.
Almost
regular
there.
season. Almost there.
Almost
we
there.
got some postseason coming up. The spicy part of the fun part of League.
That's right.
Because fuck the regular season.
Except for China, because China is still going to be in the regular season.
China is
like literally the week NA and EU have their grand finals for spring split. That's the last week of China's regular season.
Yeah, I love China.
So bad.
Just so hey, by that point though, we'll have ideas of what the fuck's going on over there. All I know right now is that Snake looks good, but it's Snake, so nobody's really sure what's going on. IG looks pretty dominant. RNG looks like it's having a fun time with guaranteed paychecks, and then everybody else is kind of existing.
Yep.
And Team WE seems kind of fucked, but you know.
That's all right.
All right, cool. That's LPL.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge later once we have some time to relax a little bit.
Yeah. I say that though, like we're gonna get time, but like I don't know why. I've been obsessed with watching Overwatch Contenders VODs recently. That's what I've been doing.
I'm not surprised. That's your thing.
I love it's so fun to watch the live wrong game.
Yeah.
LCK, League of Legends Champions Korea. Let's start there. My boys KSV are kind of shit. They're kind of sorry out of luck.
Yeah,
Wait, I'm gonna give you like a minute or two to rub it in my face and talk about how bad.
Yeah. So last week they went 1-1. They started out good, beat Jin Air 2-1. We're like, okay, cool. KSV should be okay.
Yep.
And then they came out and got absolutely clapped by SKT on Sunday, 2-0. And then lost to the Rocks Tigers today, 2-1, and they looked absolutely terrible. Even in the game they won, they had 3 kills and basically just out macroed Rocks. But in the other 2 games, Rocks just team fought the shit out of them and won. So right now, KSV is 9-8. They're tied with the Rocks Tigers. But basically, Rocks is going to face Jin Air at the end of the week, and then KSV is facing Kingzone at the end of the week. So if they both win, because LCK is stupid and uses match score over head-to-head first, or game score. So it's possible that KSV, if they get only 2-1 and then like Rocks gets 2-0'd or whatever, it's possible they can make it in. But it's pretty unlikely that they're going to get in because they're going to lose. I would be surprised if KSV picks up a game.
What if KSV throws them the homie stock, the homie 2-0?
I mean,
I don't know why they'd be homies. This is just like desperation, I guess. But
yeah, I guess. But so yeah, KSV probably not going to make the playoffs. I mean, there is a world where they make
come
it.
The fuck on, man.
There's a world they make it just based on them not having a better game score than Rocks, but that's probably not going to happen. So
Rocks look solid. Rocks beat them, and now they have Jin Air, and Jin Air is pretty garbage right now.
Exactly, yeah. Jin Air in the next series, Jin Air got destroyed by Kingzone, so Jin Air's not going to be feeling too good. They're eliminated. Yeah. Like I don't think Jin Air is eliminated from the playoffs. They are. No, they totally are.
They're
they totally are.
What's their record? They're 6-11. I hope 6-11 still isn't vying for playoff contention. LCK, that'd be a.
Well, it's because in the little on Gamepedia it still says yellow. It doesn't have them read it out yet.
You gotta go to www.lolesports.com because they sometimes update their shit.
Sometimes, yeah. So, but yeah, it's and I'm pretty sure SKT they've got MVP in Kongdu. Those should be 2 wins for them, which would get them a playoff spot.
I can't say it. I can't.
I mean, that's true, but like
are they playing back-to-back games?
No.
Okay, yeah, they just play tomorrow. Gotcha.
Yeah, they play tomorrow and then Sunday. So
that's so fucking. You know what? I don't know if I like SKT. It's a damn shame they're playing the 2 worst teams in the league right now.
Yeah, I wish
they're going to limp into playoffs.
Because I would love to see. It would have been great to live in a world where both SKT and KSV
that'd be sick,
make the playoffs. Like, because then it's like, okay, look, there's parity. I mean, granted, does it really mean that much different if SKT is coming in as like the worst seed and will probably get bounced in the first round? Because there's no way, like, because first match they would be playing against Rocks,
Well, yeah. Well, it's top 5 make it to playoffs or top 6?
Yeah, top 5 make it, and then so 4 plays 5, and then the winner of that plays 3. Winner of that plays 2.
KSV is 9-8. Are they not?
They are, yeah, but they're going to be 9-9. So.
And you think SKT is going to finish 9-9?
I think so, yeah. And SKT's got a 2-0 over
KSV.
Over KSV.
Oh, they have the head-to-head, motherfucker. Okay.
Although, wait, no, I forget that LCK goes match score over
Head-to-head.
Over head-to-head. But if so it depends on how badly if SKT wins, do they 2-0 or do they 2-1? If they get 2-2-1s, they're -1, and KSV would have to get 0-2 to go. It's going to be
so is SKT's destiny in their hands, or do they need other things to happen?
It is in their hands, because if they get 2-0s, that would put them at a +1, and
yeah.
I mean, it's in their hands if we're just assuming that KSV is going to lose to Kingzone.
I mean, they're going to get Kingzone. Like, Kingzone is the best team in the world.
Yeah,
it's all SKT. Let's assume they lose because it's
so we're assuming they lose. SKT, if they get 2-2-0s, then they're in. So
damn,
it's there.
Damn.
And even and then it's going to come down to match score at some point though.
Yep.
Because things are a little bit weird, but so we'll see kind of what happens. But SKT does own a head-to-head against both Rocks and KSV. So
let's let's talk about that Rocks versus KSV matchup. You watched that one, correct?
I did. Yes.
Okay. Well, what happened? Because I don't think any of the other matches that have happened so far this week are worth mentioning.
Yeah, no, not really. Like this team, KSV, like they look lost. They tried out both junglers in the series. They played Haru in game 1, I believe, and then they switched to Ambition for games 2 and 3. It worked, I guess, because they won game 2. But like I said, even when they won game 2, they had 3 kills and they basically just out macroed and just kind of bled.
Hey, we take those. You take those. KSV
I mean, yeah, you take them, but then when you go from that to then getting, I think the final game was 11-0 in kills or 11-2 or something like that in favor of Rock. So like they don't look decisive, and that's what KSV used to look like, and that's how they started this series, the split. That's how they won Worlds. Like they were literally kicking ass all the time, and they just seem to have lost that spark. And it's not really. I think
they didn't make any roster moves.
And that's what they've talked about before. Literally, this entire roster is exactly the same.
They are all world champions. What the fuck happened?
So this is in a sense of you lost some pieces. Like SKT lost, they lost Peanut, had some other roster moves, but no, this team is the exact same team that won Worlds, that beat SKT 3-0 in Worlds. And they're looking bad. So, it's not necessarily, I think, that there's one person that is kind of slumping, but just as a team, the magic's gone. Across the board, the magic's gone. They just look rough. Like they don't look like they know what they're doing.
It's spring. Who cares a fuck? It's fine.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, they look pretty bad right now.
Just win summer.
Yeah, you win summer and you're in World. So spring really doesn't.
3-0 Kingzone after they fucking annihilate everything.
Yeah.
I was watching ESPN's power ranking video, and they were talking about how likely is it that Kingzone wins spring split, LCK spring split, MSI, LCK summer split, and Worlds. And I think this is the most likely team to do it in the history of League of Legends.
I think so, because even in years where SKT went back to back, they didn't dominate like this. Like Kingzone
Kingzone got strictly better. Like if you look at last year's whatever the hell they were called, Longju.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you were like, okay, so their top laner is a 1v1 god. Their jungle is a problem area in that he's the weakest member of this team. He just he's like Meteos back when he was like Superstar Meteos.
Yeah.
He could just be really passive early game and it was fine because all of his lanes won. Kind of like 100 Thieves Meteos right now. He's fine. Like B will go even, bot lane will win, top lane will win. And if bot lane doesn't win, then like they'll stem the bleeding and they can just scale into late game.
Yep.
And then BDD is really good. He can play everything at a exceptional level. The bot lane's obviously good. And
Yeah,
now
Prey in
they
the
went
middle,
from like, hey, lanes, you have to create all your own pressure to like, hey, Peanut's here now. Like, you guys have some, taking the weight off of some of their shoulders a little bit. You know, they get to
and
stretch out.
And it's done wonders because like with Peanut in the jungle, and I think Peanut outside of SKT, like it feels like there's less pressure on him.
SKT format, yeah. Also, he had to be the second carry of that SKT team.
Yeah, exactly. Like behind Faker, he had to always be there.
Bang wasn't doing shit. Like
exactly, yeah. And so the fact that he's got a dominating top laner in Khan, and then
the fact that Peanut brought that team to second place at Worlds, and now that he's gone, SKT barely might. It's still unclear whether they're going to make it even to playoffs.
Exactly, yeah.
It shows you like, even when Peanut was inting on that team, he was creating so much pressure. He's like a strictly better Svenskeren, right?
Yeah.
He's
he can end but still give them an advantage. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And if he doesn't end, he just pops off.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
I always think back to the Italy game like 3-4 years ago now. It was back when they were on the Coup Tigers, or either Coup Tigers or Rocks Tigers, whichever one had the pink sweaters. And
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I love this thing. Like any esports team that has pink sweaters, everybody falls in love with. And he was playing in Italy, and like this was like way back in the day, right? Like maybe season 6.
Yeah, that was back. Yeah,
season 6. Like when I was an intern here, so like.
God. I think that was season 6.
Yeah, season 6, and he started Krugs, went and fought the enemy jungler, blew his flash, and then took his blue buff, went in, took his wolf camp, like bullied him off his wolf camp, went through the turret, went like from blue side jungle to red side jungle through the mid, like the back of mid lane between the tier 1, tier 2 turret. And it was funny because the enemy mid laner starts question mark being like, why the fuck is there jungle behind me? What the hell is going on? And then he takes the red, and then he like sits there and he takes the red, almost kills the guy. I think he does kill the guy, takes his raptors, goes and gets Scuttle. And this was like all in 3 minutes. And it was the hardest power fucking I've ever seen in my life. It was just like, Jesus Christ, Peanut, chill.
And like that's Peanut in a nutshell. Like that's what he does.
Inting. That and inting.
And inting, yeah, exactly. I mean, he did the same thing at MSI. Like, he popped off on Lee Sin like a couple
of games. Those games are fun as fuck to watch.
Yeah, when he does that, like, it's so good. And like you said, every facet of this Kingzone team, like, they're just a strictly better version of any League of Legends team I think we've seen so far.
Not only that, it's not only an all-star team, but it's an all-star team that meshes well together, right?
Yeah.
We've seen all-star teams in the past not mesh because they have conflicting play styles.
Yeah.
Something I think I'm gonna get to when we talk about Team Liquid. Remind me to talk about conflicting play styles. But everybody on Kingzone has the same win condition. It's like, we're gonna beat the hell out of these guys. Like, screw these idiots. We're better than them. Bop. We're gonna put on a lot of pressure. They're not gonna be able to keep up. We're gonna keep them on the back foot, and we'll be able to do whatever we want from there. And it's not the most consistent way to win games, because like, obviously if you don't get ahead early, like, what do you do? But Kingzone has even shown that they're able to come back from behind, or able to stall out enemy team leads. And wait for like scaling compositions or like superior team fighting. There's no area where I look at Kingzone and I say this is a problem right now. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, if you look at their game score, like, they've lost six games all split. Like, only 2 series. Like, outside of their 2 losses, they've only had
4 teams have taken a game off of them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nuts. All right. And one of them was because Khan was having a panic, and one of the losses came after Khan had a panic attack.
Exactly. That's what I said. Like, Khan, they have not lost a best of 3 when he's played the entire time. I think I looked up his game score. I think he's 25-5.
Yeah, his plus minus is so insane. Yeah,
like, it's ridiculous. So, like, when he's in the game, they just don't lose. Yeah,
I actually know that. I don't know how good he has been on tanks, but like on characters that have good lane pressure or can just like hard carry games, he's the beast.
Yeah, especially like Jace. I think he's 16-1 on Jace now. Like,
I love his shit talking too. It's like, why did you give me Jace? You guys did this wrong. You drafted it wrong. Like, come on.
Seriously, yeah. I mean, yeah. So this team, top to bottom, they're hands down the best team in the world right now, and it's hard. If they keep playing like this, I don't see how they don't win literally everything this year.
Yeah, agreed. All right, let's move on to some LCK predictions. I don't care about barbecue versus Kongdu.
No,
SKT versus MVP. This is the hurdle. This is the biggest hurdle SKT has remaining. They need a
It is,
2-0,
yeah.
correct?
By default.
Yeah, by default. They need a 2-0.
They need a 2-0 because, like we said earlier, if they get a 2-1,
right?
huh?
They need a 4-0 this week?
They need a 4-0 this week. Because if they don't get a 4-0, because KSV's only plus and -1, even if KSV gets 0-2, which I think they will, they'll be at a -1. So they need to make up more than that. So
they need to go even.
And honestly, like they just need a 2-0 just to show they can do it. Because even
if they can't 2-0, they don't deserve to be in playoffs.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like if you can't 2-0 these teams, who are 2 of the bottom 3 teams,
how are you gonna beat KT?
Yeah.
First and foremost, how are you beating KT?
Exactly. Like you're not gonna beat KT. Like you can't.
How are you
like
beating Rocks?
Exactly. Yeah, because it looks like
even if they've done it like twice already.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but at the same time, what like you said, SKT is just such an up and down team right now that you can't really even look at, because they beat KSV as well, but I don't really know if they played them again, would they be able to beat them twice again? So it's just this team is just, it's very weird. They're hard to really analyze because they have really good games and they have really terrible games, and there's no real consistency to anything that they do so far.
SKT or MVP?
SKT, yeah.
I was gonna say both, except MVP is just like hot garbage.
I think MVP, like you said, I mean that's fair too, because there's only like
MVP's
a couple
been around the block
differential.
long enough to know how to capitalize when other teams fuck up, but like they're not good enough to generate their own lead.
Yeah, exactly. So
which is like, okay, they're oh fuck, what was it called? Not Old Snake. Not Old Snake. Snake was the CLG of them. Who am I thinking? DUNB's old team. Do you know which old team DUNB played for?
Was he on?
He's on Rogue Warriors now. Was he Billy?
Was he on Invictus?
No, hell no.
No?
Hell no. No. That team would have been good. They would have done stuff.
That's fair, yeah. I can't remember. LPL.
Oh, they had, IG had Kid. Whatever DUNB's old team was, that's what MVP is to me. Where DUNB's old team, if it hit late game, they have people who will carry them out of dire situations. So like, if you can't finish the game, they will always have a chance to come back and smack you in the face. But like in this league right now, especially in this meta where it's so easy to close with the Baron changes, like doesn't happen a lot. I mean, it's reflected in the 6-11 score.
Yeah,
I think SKT loses the game.
Really?
I don't believe in SKT. On paper they will win this series, but I don't think they 2-0. I don't see the decisiveness out of them, which they need, because that's what MVP's kryptonite is, like decisiveness. And SKT hasn't shown any of that.
Yeah.
And Faker could only do so much. It calls, and like they've been trying so much random stuff. Like their backup top laner did the Cassiopeia top last series I watched of them, like last week or something. Yeah, last week. And in that game, Faker had 3k damage, and it was like a 45-minute game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He was on Kassadin, to be fair, and it was like, and the other team like countercomped the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But if Faker can't pop off, SKT does not pop off. And I think if MVP can successfully draft around not getting slaughtered by Faker, they have the potential to take a game. So I predict a 2-1 victory for SKT.
Okay.
And then moving on, KSV versus Kingzone. Rocks Tigers versus Jin Air. Rocks 2-1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. I still think Jin Air is gonna show something great before the end of the season, but like, it's it's whatever. It's too late. Too little, too late.
Yeah, it's too late for them.
SKT should, if SKT cannot 2-0 Kongbu, then they need to make drastic changes, regardless of whether or not they make playoffs. Like at this point, it's like, y'all, hello, what's going on?
Exactly. Yeah. If
everybody not named Faker.
Especially, I mean, this Kongbu team, like they've won 2 series.
They're
the entire time.
Literally the most garbage.
They're the complete opposite of Kingzone. Whereas Kingzone's only lost 6 games, Kongbu's only won 8 games. Like
they're JDG. They're Jindong Gaming. They had this really cool strat when they first entered the league of like, we're just gonna rush Baron at 20 minutes and be hyper aggressive. And then once everybody figured it out, they never won anything after that. It was like, yikes. And that's what I see from Kongbu. They have like one playstyle, only like it sucks and they suck. They're like individually, they sometimes just get clapped. Hypothetical for you, Wyatt, before we move on from the LCK. If SKT doesn't make it to playoffs, and you blow up the team, first, I don't know, here's a rule check because I'm not sure. Do you have to keep 2 members of the previous starting roster? Because I knew there was that rule in...
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Let's pretend you do. Who do you keep?
I would keep Faker and Wolf.
I think I agree. Like, I don't know if Wolf's necessarily a problem, but Wolf looks like the second most confident person on that team.
It's like with that, it's almost, I feel like it's not even as much of like, I think Wolf is that great. I just think he's better than Bang, whoever they have in the jungle and whoever they have in the top lane, because
Blank slash not so fun. Who cares? And then
Blossom. They have Blossom.
Yeah. Okay, Blossom's young. I'm fine. Honestly, I'd be fine with keeping Blossom.
That's true. I keep him as a backup. Yeah,
he's a
true.
rookie. He's literally a
that's
rookie.
fair. That's
he's literally a rookie.
Yeah, I think. Well, and so is Tall, or whatever, however you pronounce his name, in top lane.
I think you get rid of Untara, Bang, and
so basically, I would get rid of the 3 starters. Get rid of the other 3 starters. Yeah, Untara.
Because they've been here forever and they haven't stepped up to help Faker once.
And especially in this situation, like, they have to be the ones to step up. You can't expect a rookie to step up for SKT.
Wolf can't win bot lane and roam and get Faker ahead.
Yeah, and
he needs some help from his AD, and Bang is just like sitting in the back, like doing, like jacking it. It's like, wait, I want to wait till my 3-item spike.
Exactly. And Wolf, like, they even tried Wolf in the jungle just to try for shits and giggles to try and get something going, and even that didn't work. So
it worked once, which is like a problem.
Yeah, well, but it's like you can't, like, Wolf can't be your answer to all over the place.
Wolf is a band-aid. It doesn't solve the problem.
Yeah, like, even if, like I said, if it works once, okay, Wolf's not going to be your starting jungler. Like, that's just...
Because then who do you have starting at support? Like, your bot lane just uber loses at that point.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, you're not going to...
Maybe it's just a bad meta. Like, if Wolf could play Zyra every game, I'm sure they'd be fine in bot lane.
But the problem is, like, the metas, it's even shifted since the start. Like, we've had, like, 2 different metas this split, too.
And neither of them are.
And neither of them work for them, so it's like, clearly, I think there's something.
I think there's so many problems with the team that it doesn't matter what meta they're in TBH.
Yeah, exactly. I think they just.
And yet they're still in playoff contention because.
Well, that's like we've talked about it before.
Yikes.
Like, it's because the.
That's not made. Feels bad.
Korea has turned into every other region where it's like you have 3 teams and then just everybody else.
The gap's closing.
Yeah. So.
The amount of bullshit. All right,
but I mean, the good thing for LCK is that their best team is literally can shit on anyone in the world. So
it's honestly, this is not different from anything.
That's very true. Yeah.
All right, last thing before we move on: KT Rolster versus the Freak of Freaks. Who do you like and why?
I like
last game of the regular season. I love Afrika. Let's go, Afrika.
I like Afrika.
If KSV get knocked out, my heart goes out to Afrika.
Yeah.
I love everybody on that squad. Kuro's having a great performance. He's really, he's no longer. You can't just say, "Oh, he's a role player." It's like Kuro can go. Kuro can go.
Yeah, that team looks very good.
I am excited for playoffs. How about you?
Yeah, I think playoffs are gonna be fun. Even though it's a weird, like, their whole gauntlet system is different. I like it though, because it. The only bad thing is we're not gonna get to. They were talking about it today on the broadcast. We're not going to see Kingzone until like April 8th after they finish the regular season, because they're going to be off for the entire playoffs.
They earned the right to be Shao Kahn.
They did, yeah, they really did. They're just going to sit there and chill and just wait for the challenger to come up.
But it's Korean Gauntlet. It's always fun to watch. Maybe it's not the best tournament format, but like it's hype as shit.
No, it is. Who just before we don't even know the full playoff teams. Who do you think is going to be fighting Kingzone for the LCK title?
Afrika.
I agree.
Maybe KT.
Yeah, it'd be one of those.
I don't believe in any other team. Afrika, I believe in most. And I don't think Afrika can beat Kingzone. So
no.
All right, moving on to Europe. Fuck you, Europe. There were so many.
They were better than NA this week, because fuck NA with all those tiebreakers.
I was gonna give a bigger fuck NA, but I guess we'll get to that later. Yeah, but like, boy, that was wild. G2 managed. Okay, so let's go through last week, right? Quick as we can. Actually started with H2K taking down Schalke.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Rocket took down Misfits. Rip Misfits. Power
Yeah.
of Evil and Ignar send their condolences.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's just an unfortunate matter, but like Ignar is such a playmaker. And who's Misfits support now? Is it Totoro?
No.
Totoro plays for
Mickey X.
Unicorns. Yeah, it's Mickey X.
Mickey X, yeah.
I would rather they have Totoro. Just like, I don't know what Mickey X does, but Han Sama is like the second or third best AD carry in that region. Or he got carried by Ignar. I am open and willing to accept either.
That's possible because Ignar is really good.
Yeah, Ignar is pretty like when barbecue pop off, it's an Ignar pop off usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Vitality beat Splice. That's huge. Splice had
Yeah,
been
that actually
coming into this
yeah, that is what ended up leading to the tie breaks because if Splice had won that game, they would have won second place outright. So that was kind of like Splice had their destiny in their own hands and they dropped the ball.
But I don't think they dropped the ball as much as Vitality. Like, they half dropped the ball and then Vitality took it out of their hands too.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of both. That's fair.
Yeah, and it was like a good clean. Was it a clean win? I can't remember that game actually.
I believe it was.
Y'all, we watch like 20 to 30 League of Legends games a week. We have no idea what's happening.
Yeah,
we're gonna be. I feel old and senile, and I can't even rent a car yet. Like, it's yikes.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I hate driving anyway. You'll chauffeur me around.
That's fine. As long as you guys pay for gas money.
Yeah, I'm down. All right, Fnatic versus Giants. Fnatic took down the win, easy peasy. They fielded their substitute top laner, which I liked a lot. I like showing that you have. I like giving people experience when it doesn't matter. You hide Soaz because Soaz is an integral part of this team.
Yep.
Right. Soaz is a veteran. You can count on him to perform well in big matches. Within the region. It's not that caveat. Even internationally, Soaz usually doesn't shit the bed too hard.
Yeah. Fnatic looks really good too. I think overall, like they look pretty strong.
Yeah. So you can't scout what they're gonna do. In terms of Soaz, but they still play the same style with their new guy. Played Swain a couple of times. By the way, how do you like Swain?
I like
how
it.
Do you like
I think
he's actually good, and like people are, or actually he might be overpowered. But like, how do you like?
I mean, it's fun. I like seeing him in a different spot too. Because like last time he was around, he was always in mid lane.
Not always. He was a top lane counter.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, he was or sometimes he was mid, and sometimes he was a niche top lane counter.
Yeah, I feel like I saw him a lot in mid, but I like him
Yeah.
though. I think it's cool. I think seeing and he, since he's had his rework, like it's different and all.
The first iteration of the rework sucked, and then they super buffed everything about him.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure they'll probably nerf him soon because like that's like
nuts.
It's the push and pull with the Riot. It's like you get somebody who's really powerful, you nerf them.
Somebody new they suck because nobody knows how to play them and or undertuned because their playtesting team sucks, I guess.
Yeah.
Like there are always problems on release.
Yeah.
They've never released a champion that feels good on release.
Yeah.
Have they ever? Let us know. Hashtag FiestaWatch at us if I'm wrong.
I think you're right though. I'm pretty sure like champions are always terrible. Yeah. No, Zion and Rakan. They're
either terrible or they're way too OP.
Yeah, it depends on who's playing them, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. And even so, like people have to learn them still. So like all the win rates are gonna be low for the first like couple of weeks after release.
Yeah.
Zion Rakan was kind of nuts on release, but like that's because in my playtesting I was playing with a friend of mine who I've been playing, who's been my AD to my support for 2 years, and we were playing against like golds and silvers.
So
in like normal queue, so it wasn't exactly
the clapping in. I remember right when it first started, you were like, "Holy shit, Zia's!"
Yeah, Zaya was like, Rakan is still nuts. I love Rakan.
No, yeah, I like he's one of the best like engaged champions that
he's a big boy playmaker. He's strong.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. Especially when somebody's good with him, he's very fun to watch.
Oh, for sure. Okay, moving on. G2 beat UOL by Unicorns.
Yeah.
Next day, Splice beat Giants. Cool. H2K beat Rocket. Let's go, H2K. I see you.
I mean, both H2K and Rocket, especially because I think at one point we declared H2K dead along with.
And then they killed K-Draw.
Yeah, so like.
K-Draw was the problem. It's no longer required. You don't have to put that in SpongeBob lettering. Like,
exactly.
holy moly.
Yeah, but I mean, like, good for them. Both it's interesting that they both HUK and Rocket ended up making it into playoffs with a sub 500 record, just like the good old Eastern Conference of the NBA. But hey, they're there, and I'd give HUK a better shot. I mean, we'll talk about playoffs in a couple minutes, but I give HUK a better shot than I give Rocket. But
all right. Well, a little sneak preview. Misfits beat Unicorns of Love in a game that doesn't matter. Maybe.
Yep. It didn't. Yeah. No, it was a complete. It was like, can we just skip this match? It literally doesn't mean anything.
Then G2 took down Vitality. Let's go G2. I never doubted. I always had faith.
You did.
Yeah.
I doubted.
They're a good team. Yeah, you did. They're a good team. They do have some problems in their bot lane pertaining to this meta, and that I've heard Reckless said Hjarnan can't play Caitlyn. And then Hjarnan didn't pick Caitlyn, and they just keep banning Caitlyn. It's like, I guess you guys can't play Caitlyn. Caitlin's really good right now.
Yeah, I still think they're going to lose to Fnatic, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Reckless is 80 pools too deep, and I'm pretty sure Fnatic, like, G2's bot lane is really good when they get birds. But if they don't get the birds, then, like, what do they do?
Yeah.
Bird lane is sick in the right hands. But, like, the teams that suck at running bird lane, it's, like, so sad to watch. It's like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like, you should be doing so much better.
It's like someone picked insert lane bully here, and they just get shit on. It's like, okay, cool. Interesting. Fnatic beat Schalke. No surprise there. And then G2 took down Splice in the tiebreaker. So Splice went 1-2 this week. Still look good, but it kind of calls into question: are they in playoffs form? Let's discuss.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if they had won the tiebreaker, I would say hell yeah, like they're looking pretty good. But like they showed some weaknesses this week. Especially losing to Vitality, who, I mean, give them credit. They looked good, but Vitality's been in such a downward spiral for like the last half of the split.
They were super up and super down, and now they're super question mark,
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. They're kind of like, I think now they're leveled out, so we'll see if they go up or down once playoffs come. But Splice,
Yeah.
Not as confident.
There we go. Let's blast through these so we can get to NA. Quarterfinal number 1. We got Splice versus Rocket. I don't know enough about Rocket. I've literally watched an entire season of EULCS, and I still don't know enough about Rocket to predict when they should win series.
I don't think they will. Like,
okay, good.
They might make it somewhat competitive. Like, I'd maybe give them a game, but I think Splice should win 3-1.
Yeah. Okay, so 3-1 is a pretty good score, and like I feel like Splice had to play G2 twice, right?
Yeah. Or no, they play Vitality, Giants, and then G2.
Yeah. Okay. So they lost to like the teams that are really good, and then they beat Giants, who are comparable to Rocket.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's how we expect that one to go. Splice 3-1. How about Vitality versus H2K?
I think H2K actually has a shot here.
Oh my God, really? I think Vitality's gonna clap them.
Really?
Yeah,
I just feel like H2K is coming in with a bit more steam than
Vitality took down Splice.
That's fair, but I don't know. I just don't have any faith.
They lost to G2 in a close one.
I just don't have faith in Vitality right now. I don't know why.
You don't need that much.
I'll probably be wrong. I don't
have faith that they'll win it all either. I don't have faith that they'll even necessarily. I don't have faith that they'll make it past the second round. I have faith they'll be fucking H2K. Like, this is a 3 seed versus a 6 seed. Like, neither team looks great.
No, this is a 4 and 5.
Oh, this is 4-5?
Yeah.
Oh my God, H2K is a 5 seed.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Europe! Get your shit together.
I mean, they have the same record as the so it's not like they're like head and shoulders above Rocket or anything. But I feel like this will be like a Vitality will probably win, but I think H2K is going to make it interesting. Like, I see this as like a 3-2.
I'm saying 3-1. I think H2K might get one game. I'm saying Vitality can solve the H2K puzzle better than H2K can solve the Vitality puzzle. I think Vitality will have. I like Yamato Cannon in Best of 5 series.
That's fair. I can. He
got old Splice to Worlds.
True.
He got old Splice to Worlds where he had Wonder, Mickey X, and Sencooks. Do you know where they all are now? I sure as hell don't.
I know that there's somewhere.
Wonder's on G2.
Sencooks is somewhere.
In a side grade, almost maybe an upgrade.
Sencooks. I feel like
Zen cooks on unicorns. I just remembered.
yes, that's right.
Fish is like, okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, I believe in Yamato Cannon's ability to prepare, and this is a young team. Maybe they pull something out that nobody has seen yet, or maybe they collapse. Either way, it's gonna be an interesting one.
There's only, I feel like it's only like it's either gonna be like it can only go one of two ways. This team is like so volatile. I feel.
Yep. Let's move on to NA. Hey NA, bigger fuck you. Holy shit, 5 tiebreakers. I didn't want to watch them all, but I did because I hate myself, and I got to bed at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I watched them all too.
And they were not great games. So remember that liquid rise ulti? Holy moly! Waltzer said it was a bug because he was trying to go forward and like there were minimap shenanigans with the targeting.
Yeah.
Which like everybody's done it. And it was just like watching it live. Oh my god! Impact. He like stopped to stand in the thing, and then he like turned around as if to like look at Pobelter and be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then he walked out of the rise ulti and like was ahead of everybody after it. It was funny as shit.
I think the most annoying part is that after all of the playoff matchups ended up being the same as the original tiebreakers. Like they played 5 tiebreakers, and then Liquid's gonna play Cloud9, TSM's gonna play Clutch. Like nothing changed.
Hey, but you know what? This gotta happen. Let's go through the regular season match by match. 100 Thieves took down Clutch Gaming. I told you to not believe me. I believe more.
Okay. Look. I thought they might lose to Clutch, but I did say that they would beat Echo Fox, and they did it twice.
Yeah, but I said that too.
I know, but I'm just saying I didn't have like no faith in them.
You didn't have faith in Clutch, dude. Clutch is.
I gave Clutch way too much faith. Or way too much credit. I'll give you that.
Yeah. 100 Thieves, shout out. They seem to figure their shit out.
Yeah, they look really good.
Okay, what's their weakest link? Before we start singing their praises too hard.
I mean, bot lane is good. Like, I feel like Cody's
so solid.
Yeah, bot lane is solid. Top lane.
Afro is definitely an MVP contender this year.
Yeah.
He went from like non-factor on CLG to, aka like people are saying like you should replace him, to like we replaced him and now he's a god somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. I think because Cody Sun just is more. I think he's more versatile than 6A is.
Yeah, not only that, but like Cody Sun's really good in lane.
Yeah.
And Afro has never necessarily been a lane bully, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good Afro meta. He's really good with Unsealed Spellbook. He understands a lot of the stuff he needs to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And he's good and yeah, just like Cody Sun's been playing out of his mind. I think he's developed into a top tier AD carry. I'd like to watch him. I would say Ryu, I think.
I was gonna say either Ryu or Meteos.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Ryu's placed in the meta. I think Meteos has a way better time in this current meta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like his Zac is still a viable option, and his Zac's god tier. Or maybe god tier is too strong, but it's like A+ tier for sure.
Yeah, it's right.
His other tank junglers are pretty solid. Sejuani's really good. And Meteos just has good awareness of what he needs to be doing, and he's good at starting fights, right?
Yeah.
It's like if Impact doesn't have to be the primary engage tool, and or not Impact, Someday. If Someday can just like do Someday things, and him and Meteos are a formidable frontline.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, they're really good together.
So it's just like secondary carry Ryu, what is he doing? Right?
Yeah.
And I think if he gets good Ryu champions, he can pop off. And he played really well this week. So maybe even he doesn't deserve the doubt that I'm casting on him right now.
Yeah, well that's the thing too. It's like even with like him being like the weakest link, like they still ended up being the top team in the region. So
yeah,
it's like I think their strengths in the other lanes are so good that it's like it's okay if he's not.
And they come together really well, and their game plans are usually solid.
Yeah, they
shout out to Prolly. Let's give a shout out to Prolly here, because like
seriously,
I think people like H2K with Prolly was a perennial contender in playoffs. And now Prolly
they made it to top 4 worlds.
They made it to top 4 worlds that one year, yeah. And then now Prolly has strictly better pieces to play around with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but like shout out first year in the LCS and already number 1 in the regular season. I don't know if they're gonna win it all, but like that's a huge accomplishment. They should be proud.
Also, their unis are fucking sick. I want to buy one of those.
March 24th, the special shop. You better go fast. They're gonna sell out so fast.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I gotta be.
I'm not even gonna bother. Like, Also, I need to save up for no Villa jersey. Echo Fox. Okay, we need to sprint through these. Echo Fox versus Fly Quest. Cool. Team Liquid beat Cloud9. This was kind of a clown fiesta. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And we'll get to Liquid later in playoffs. TSM took down Golden Guardians. Optic Gaming took down CLG. Lamau, nice one, CLG. No playoffs for you. FlyQuest took down Cloud9. C9, y'all okay?
Cloud9 looks rough, man.
What y'all doing? Clutch Gaming took down Golden Guardians. Good for them. TSM smashed the shit out of CLG. 100 Thieves beat Echo Fox round 1. Let's. I want to give Echo Fox some Johns. They were running a substitute mid laner and a substitute support. And I like the rationale of saying they since they can only bring one sub into playoffs, they're trying to figure out which one they wanted to bring.
Yeah.
But not only that, they could hide Adrian and they could hide Phoenix.
Yeah,
that's pretty huge.
Yeah, because they can prepare for something good come playoff time.
Yeah, and they are completely hidden. Nobody knows what they're gonna do. So that's it. And they can do some cool cheese strats or something.
Yep.
Liquid beat Optic. 100 and then tiebreaker time. 100 Thieves beat Echo Fox again. This game was more decisive than the first game they played.
Yeah, this one I think was like what 27 minutes or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Echo Fox has been falling apart in recent weeks. It's a really unfortunate meta for them right now.
Yeah.
But maybe they're practicing putting Phoenix on Scion and then letting Huni play a carry top or something. Shout out to the ambulance who burned popcorn. Is that a fire truck? I don't know what's going on. Okay, whatever. Liquid beat Cloud9. This was a bad game. Well, not a bad game, but like it was like pseudo yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. TSM beat Clutch. Fairly easy.
TSM,
it's TSM, baby. Why would you
Yeah.
I said at the beginning of this year, they look really rough, but like they're gonna come through.
Yeah, just like G2. These teams
verbatim. I said just like G2. This team, give them some time to gel, and then they'll be on fire. The bot lane for TSM is playing really well. Bjergsen's an MVP candidate, which means he will win because it's Bjergsen. He's back to carry mode though.
He is. No, he has.
Last time he's been this good. When is it? Maybe season 4. Maybe season 5.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
But he's been smashing on all these different kind of characters. And his pool is so deep. Like all the niche picks I can think of right now, he plays them, and has gone to Penta on like 2 of them. So, and Haunter is playing fairly decently. Yeah, Haunter's like rock solid. He doesn't go nuts that often, and sometimes he just does stupid shit. But like he team fights well.
Yeah.
And then Mike Young. Let's go, Mike. Mike Young's been playing so well.
Mm-hmm.
He's been working with Coach Weldon one-on-one to kind of catch up with the rest of his team. And like Mike Young is usually in the right spot at the right time. He understands how to play the meta right now. He understands his role on the team. And like he can go aggressive like Sven Skaren, but like he also can play more passive when he needs to. He can play more defensive. He can play more peel oriented. Mm-hmm. He's a flexible character and flexible player, and he's young as shit. I like this. I like Mike Young. Even if he feeds internationally, he's still. This is,
he's good.
I like Mike.
Yeah, I think he's going to be pretty good for TSM for a while.
Yeah, and then TSM took down Liquid. This was a kind of close game, but I think it exposed some of Liquid's problems, which we'll get to later. We'll get to in a bit. And then Cloud9 beat Clutch because Clutch is yikes.
Yeah, Clutch. I think Clutch and Cloud9 are both a little bit yikes, but
all right, let's go through it. Team Liquid versus Cloud9. Before this week happened, I would have said this was going to be a really interesting matchup. Cloud9's problem area right now, or was their top lane and their jungle, because you never know what you're going to get out of those two, right?
Yeah.
Solo gets, or Licorice gets left on an island a lot. Impact likes living on an island. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, Impact will do whatever he wants. Yeah,
Impact wants to live on an island. He wants to bully you, get jungle pressure, get TP advantage, and then he's going to leave and go help his team. If he knows that he doesn't have to worry about the other top laner joining in early game roams, holy shit, what's happening out there?
Seriously, what's going on over there, man?
Burlington's popping off. Shout out. Shout out to the 802. But yeah, the jungle matchup. Smithy's an intelligent jungler. Sven Skaren's an aggressive jungler. That's always fun. Pobelter versus Jensen. Both are pretty good. Jensen is definitely cooling off after his like monster performance last split.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jensen. I mean, I think they needed him to be like he was last split, and he isn't, and that's kind of why they're struggling here late in the season.
Especially because like Sneaky has been the best AD in North America for a while.
Yeah.
Or like this year or this split, he has been the best AD in North America up until like Cody Sun's resurgence, and even then, I still think I put Sneaky as my first team all AD carry, or first team ADC, just because he's been so consistent up until like very recently.
He's. And then
when he looks bad, it's not even necessarily his fault, you know.
Yeah.
Smoothie too, but like Smoothies fell off earlier than Sneaky did.
Yeah.
Smoothie, remember when Smoothie was an MVP candidate?
Oh man, what a time!
What a time. Which is why Bjergsen's gonna win it because he's been consistent throughout. Just
Afro man.
He hasn't been consistent. Remember the start of 100 Thieves year?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when they were like.
Remember when in their first game when they won an hour against Optic?
Oh, God! Don't remind me.
Speaking of Optic, real quick, I got some news. Zig and Lemon Nation are not going to be starting for the team. It's unclear whether or not they will be playing on the Challenger team for Optic or the Academy team.
Yeah, they.
Why would you put Arrow with fucking Lemon? Like, I understand you need two natives, but like. I also understand that Zig and Arrow have some synergy, but Zig's a role player at best.
Yeah.
A role player whose time is gone.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what other teams do as far as roster moves and all that kind of stuff.
I can't wait till the midseason roster shuffle.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Okay. For Liquid, here's what I wanted to talk about earlier. Doublelift and Ole have the same problem that Doublelift and Yellowstar did. And that Ole wants to roam around and get his team advantages. He doesn't necessarily care about dominating the lane, right?
Yeah, and Doublelift wants to dominate the lane.
Right. When he played with Cody Sun, Cody was good in lane, but doesn't need resources necessarily. Right? Like he doesn't need a babysitter in lane because he can play passive and he can play for the team. I don't know how good Doublelift is at that.
Yeah.
And then Meta might be shifting into an area where Doublelift's comfortable, especially with like Jin and Jin.
Yeah.
His Jin look pretty solid. But like I just don't see the synergy developing. It's been an entire year. Like there's some synergy there, but like when's the last time Doublelift smashed the lane?
It's been a while.
Like
it's been since like the first couple of weeks.
Maybe he needs not a better support, but he needs a different kind of support.
Yeah, I think his game plan and the way he plays the game is just like so set in stone at this point.
It's not how bot lane works anymore.
No, exactly. Yeah, it's not. But it's just like he's just stuck in that way, and like, you kind of have to mold around.
He's trying to all in a Braum or a Tom Kench at level 2. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, that's not how this works anymore. Calm down.
Yeah, exactly.
Slow your roll, man.
I don't know. I'm starting to doubt Double. But let's get into some predictions. Team Liquid versus Cloud9. Give me a number.
I'm gonna go Liquid 3-2.
I agree, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 3-1. I'll go 3-1 actually.
3-1. I just think Liquid, just looking at the matchup, like they just match up well.
Yeah,
especially on the top side of the map, like they just it's not even a contest.
Impact
honestly.
wants minimal attention, and Cloud9 gives them minimal attention to their top lane.
Yeah, and Xmithy will like if Cloud9 leaves Licorice on an island, like Xmithy will camp that lane. And
not only that, but like Xmithy will probably be able to read Svenskeren like a book.
Oh yeah. Svenskeren's gonna turn into like him, and he just like feeds the shit out of every game.
Oh my god, throwback. Okay, I believe less in Cloud9 than you do, I think, so that's why I'm going with the 3-1.
Yeah.
TSM versus Clutch. 3-0.
Yeah, TSM's gonna clap. Like
Bjergsen's going to pop.
Yeah, and
he's gonna be like, hey Febby, what's up? Welcome to NA.
Yeah, Clutch
welcome to NA playoffs. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, like Clutch. Over. I had faith in Clutch like 2-3 weeks ago.
Second straight split that Lyra has entered playoffs as the 6th seed. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Oof. Yeah, they just don't look too hot, right? And TSM does look hot, and
Mike Young versus Lyra is going to be legitimately interesting.
Yeah.
Sven and Mithy are really good.
Yeah, they have found their groove. And
Yeah.
they are looking very strong.
Sometimes they get caught out of position still, but like their late game team fighting is incredible. Their laning presence is solid. I think they're a better version of Apollo Hakuho. And Apollo Hakuho are like the standard.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So yeah. And also like Bjergsen. He's popping off for his team. You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's this is what TSM's always wanted. They wanted a support shot caller. They wanted an intelligent jungler. And they wanted a reliable AD carry in the late game, so Bjergsen could take more risks. He could try and do more Bjergsen stuff. I think this is the fantasy. I think this might be the best PSM roster ever. Just like give it time. Just wait.
They're gonna lose to 100 Thieves in the finals. Watch.
All right. TSM 3-0. Do you agree?
Yeah.
All right. Well, this hasn't been a sandwich. It's a wrap. We're done. That's been the League of Legends action. Check back with us next week. We'll have updated playoff talk, all that. We'll try and catch any news and give it to you guys, so you don't have to troll through Reddit and Twitter, because both those places are abominable. I don't know if we have audio. Do we even have audio podcasts anywhere?
I don't think so, unless somebody is. Unless Travis is taking the audio and giving it to somebody. No.
Okay, well, that's a damn shame. Shout out to the audio listeners I was assuming we had. Our Twitter links are right below our faces. We're going to be done for now, but stick around because we got Round the Hoot, the Overwatch League podcast, coming up right after this. So don't touch that browser.